What up, you? It's your boy CM the Goat 5, man. Back with another update on the Diddy situation, you know what I'm saying? We're back in the building, Malone TV News, man. We're back in the building. As you can see, I got my green stream back up. My green screen back up, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get on into it, man. Um, it's been a lot going on, man. A lot going on in the media, so to speak, you know. And I'm just reporting it all, just like everybody else. So don't kill the messenger. You know what I'm saying? So we doing what we do. That's what we do. We content creators, and that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So let's get on into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Malone TV News, CM the Goat. Let's go.
I love you, man. I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Lil Rod says hidden cameras were in every room of Diddy's homes. Lil Rod believes that Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person that has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties. Salacious tapes of Hollywood's biggest names, including record CEOs and politicians, doing drugs and cavorting with prostitutes and minors.
Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by Homeland Security, and everything we're hearing is this is in connection with the human trafficking, the sex trafficking allegations that have been made against him in the various civil cases.
I got your wig, ho. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wilkiana. I got your wig, ho.
Nothing. You keep mentioning Diddy. I wanted to ask you about I just saw the whole thing with Bad Boy. He gave the rights back to a lot of Bad Boy artists. Any comments?
Yeah, I'll talk about this.
The floor is yours.
So this one has been bittersweet for me because as I've gotten older, I've let go of a lot of the trauma. I wasn't willing to do what was expected of me. Not talent-wise, but in other areas.
And were other girls doing?
I was the only one that was in those types of positions.
Wow. When you look back on that, how does that make you feel?
You know, I have such a love-hate with it all because I don't think I would have been able to be so successful in so many other areas had I not been trained under Diddy. He was the hardest person that you can work for.
Are we getting groove on? Y'all two go back. Go back.
know who you are. And then, come on, I need you to put yourself in that nightclub. Be right there. You're in a crowded club, and it's this one cat. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any way that I could turn this so I could look? Because that helps me. Like, to get the performance.
Oh, man, if you don't sing that damn song, ain't nobody turn this. Sing the song, girl.
And it was torture, and not the work part of it, but the other stuff. Mind games, like just all the girls were so divided, and the men and the people running it had their hands in it, moving everything. There was a lot of betrayal. There was a lot of lies. There was a lot of, when you're young and impressionable, and we understand our beauty as women through the eyes of the people observing us. Well, who's observing us? Men.
We're going to go with Shannon and Cowie. Okay.
They just stay up all night.
Okay. Cut the music. What in the hell is going on? White girls can dance now and ain't got asses? What in the hell is going on?
I remember you heard
White
that
girls
black
can
girl
dance now and ain't got asses.
We learn our beauty through a man's eye, which is very subjective. So it's difficult when you're that young to understand your worth as a woman through the men that I was around, and that was very traumatic. And he is the first person that gave me a platform to show my talent to the world. And I was at 17, I'm 39 now. So I have a hard time talking about him. Before it was no good. Now I feel loving moments for moments that we had together. Mm-hmm. But this banner that he's painted himself with all weekend long, this has been the Labor Day talk in my world, that he's paying back all of the bad boy artists. I just want to throw you the facts, okay?
Sure.
The deal that we were offered, and when I say we, not every artist got it. Like Day 26 did not get it. But this is what it is. You can have your rights back to your music after Puff went under and somebody else bought our catalog. So this is long after we have 2 double platinum albums, $14, $15 an album from 2 million albums is, what is the math on that? 48 million?
Yeah, something like that. I'm a mathematician, but maybe.
So $48 million somebody made on me.
Yeah.
I did not make anything. When I said I did Christina Aguilera for free, I didn't do Christina Aguilera for free, but the record label recouped it all. We were in debt at the end of that tour.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So I worked for free for the first 6-7 years of my career, basically. And also MTV was not paying us. And this is another part that I have that I feel some kind of way about, because MTV since then, in these recent years, has brought back every big cult show, meaning it had millions of followers, and it was at least 6 seasons, right?
Yeah.
Making the Band is one of those. They brought back Real World. They brought back Jersey Shore. They brought back Laguna Beach. Making the Band is the only one that they did not bring back. And Making the Band is the only cult MTV show that made that network, one of them, that they have never played in one rerun. Not one rerun. So I'd like to know why. And if it has something to do with Diddy, then again, what I'm wondering is when this benevolent man who's just now had a change of heart and has decided to pay us as talent and also as writers, we're credited with publishing. So basically, we only get the amounts due since Sony bought our catalog.
Okay.
So streaming for the past couple years, it's about $800, $900, some in the hundreds. Okay. And in order to get that, I have to release him for any claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public.
And we weren't being paid. I mean, don't get it twisted.
We looked
Diddy
right
doesn't-
it was what it was.
Diddy didn't ever send the check. We never got a big
like it was on it.
payment.
Right.
I never moved, so I don't know. We had to like each other without getting paid. We had to like each other genuinely because we believed in creating something that was powerful for women.
It's the same thing that he gave to all his artists when he gave them their publishing back. I'm gonna give y'all publishing, but y'all can't talk about Janice Combs, Justin Combs, Sony, Bad Boy, or anything that happened. Y'all can't talk about none of that. But there's some artists that didn't say anything, that didn't sign it, and they able to talk about anything they want to. And I think that's those girls that was, I think Danity Kane. I think a couple of them didn't sign it. And boy, oh boy, they probably gonna go after him too. Because I heard him, and I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up there and he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio. And I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, yo, I'm gonna drug their ass off and pick them up and pip them out to my nigga. He said, I'm gonna drug them out. I'm gonna get them all on drugs, and I'm gonna pimp their ass out to my nigga. I was like, there's somebody kids, and walked out. And it's somebody that heard me. It's somebody that heard me. I mean, well, it's not only somebody that heard me, it's somebody that I know who was in the studio at the time that happened, and I still talk to him today. And we were just talking about that the other day.
So that you just got recently for this thing.
I got it a few months ago when he started doing
what's
this.
in the news now?
So what's happening is artists, some of them, not all of them, are being given streaming royalties and ownership back over our publishing on songs that we wrote at a time when you know that you have to stream a song 1 million times to make a cent.
Yeah.
If you were to sign that NDA, would then that prohibit you from taking a deal where it's like you get a show about the
I would never
past?
be able to do, I would like to do a documentary for Hulu or Netflix or Amazon, a streaming site on boy band and girl bands. I have a bunch of members from a lot of very boy bands that fit the criteria of a certain amount of status.
Yeah.
Platinum albums, awards, etc., Grammys. Same with girls. The stories that we have to tell during a time in music where there were gatekeepers, there were people that owned labels like Puff running things, and the way that the divisions and the divisiveness occurred and the things that we experienced between each other and us against the system are fucking insane.
Please tell me what it is you want. Truck pull over. I'm not changing.
Okay, well, you wanted the weed out, the weed out.
I just want you to look good.
You're not happy. You hate me. Then why are you having here?
I don't have to have you here. That's one thing that we can make clear. That's one thing we can make clear. I don't have to have you here. I'm trying. I have you here. I have you here because I feel you talented. But don't get it twisted. I'm starting to think about why do I have you here. Okay, so you clear on that though.
This is the honest to God. You can read from our attorney.
Yeah.
This is the honest to God agreement of what I'm being offered. A few $100s to sign away my rights to ever tell the story of what I went through again. And there's not going to be an era of girl and guy groups like that ever again with the way that music has transitioned. And I don't know if it will go back ever again to anything that's credible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see it.
And there's a story there, and Hulu tells those stories, and streaming Netflix tells those stories, and there's so many paychecks. I offered girls, I called all of them. I offered some of the girls, hey, if you need $800-900, I'll give it to you. Don't sign this. This is just a way to get you to never be able to publicly speak about what we have experienced. And to my knowledge, allegedly, there's only 2 of us from Danity Kane that did not sign this deal.
And were there 5 originally?
Yeah. And it seems like a lot of other people are too, but you don't see them talking about how great, and maybe the deals are not the same that were being offered. I don't know, but in this email it does say the money that you're getting is not coming through Puffy or Combs Music. This is a deal with Sony Music.
Okay.
Sony would be the ones that were paying us, EMI and Sony.
And then you'd be getting the money back from Down to DK Music.
I would get any money that the songs I wrote on that were streamed make, which is a couple $100. This is not the money that we made when we released the albums. This is not the $48 million that 2 platinum albums got somebody. This is just some measly streaming money in order to stay hushed on Puff. Why he wants all of a sudden right now at this time, day, and moment to offer deals to people that some of his artists have been rumored to be driving Uber to be able to feed their families. So a deal like this looks pretty good because you need the money or because you're scared to ever go against Puff. I'm somewhere in the middle of I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I don't need the money. I'm clearly making it, as we've discussed. And I just wish that Puff would do what he's saying he's doing. I wish he would pay us what we deserved for all the work that we did. And I wish he would make right his wrongs. And I wish these headlines could be real, not only for me and not because I need that money, but because I want there to be closure with a man that gave me my first opportunity in this game. And because you gave that to me did not mean that you could take all the money that I made you.
That's very fair.
Yeah. And so when everyone's discussing this, I'm the only one now that's come forward and I'm telling you, I'm showing you exactly what the deal looks like. And it's a few $100 and I'd own it from here on out. And I would not be paying anywhere close to by Diddy or anyone. It would be through Sony, who now owns the catalog.
Yes. Okay.
And I would have to sign off a disclosure.
And not being able to talk about it.
Talk about it or ever come after them for wrongdoings, auditing, or anything else regarding the things that happened in the past.
It's crazy stuff. I think he made a good choice not signing it.
And so when everybody's so excited and sending me these messages, I wish they would ask themselves, now that they know the nature of at least the deal that we were given. And I asked the person that brought this deal forward, and they said, the girls in the group, some girls didn't write as much as you, a few girls did. I'm right in the middle. And it's a couple $100. So at the end of the day, I urge everyone to think about the headline versus the truth. And really what this seems to be is a way to shut a lot of people up. And what would be the motivation to do that?
A story we're following, and of course we're trying to gather more and more information about it here on Live Now from Fox, as Diddy's home in Los Angeles has been raided by Homeland Security. Of course, we're learning more information. I do want to take you back out here before we get out to our Fox 11 team in their coverage, because some of this video is very dramatic and we don't know a ton of information right now. As you can see, potentially law enforcement officials and other officials just outside of a gate, this on a street near the Beverly Hills area. Of course, we're We're following it very closely on Live Now from Fox. And of course, we were watching this. We didn't know exactly what we were seeing at the time. So this is just a little bit ago as you can see a crowbar to get through this gate initially as well, the long guns and a multitude of people. As you'll see, they'll zoom out a little bit just to see the amount of force they are using to get inside this home. And of course, the complex in which this home sits is a very expansive one for the American rapper and producer. You can see them checking inside of a vehicle. We don't know exactly what is involved, if Diddy's even there. We don't know a ton of information about this at all, but this was dramatic video coming in of the Los Angeles home there, raided by Homeland Security. Some of those images there on the backs of them. We also saw other images. I want to kind of quickly move to what else we saw as people were led away, potentially in custody. Don't know who these individuals are, if they're related to Diddy in any way, but you can see them, a dramatic video from our Sky Fox team there in Los Angeles as we continue to cover this.
Top local story right now in the raid on Sean Diddy Combs' LA residence by federal agents. This is a story that we broke here on Fox 11.
Mario Ramirez is outside of his Holmby Hills home right now with the latest developments for us. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Quiet right now, but it was a chaotic scene with federal agents rushing into the home here behind me. There were two separate raids, one here in this upscale neighborhood, the other in Miami, both connected to a federal sex trafficking investigation. Take a look. Fox 11 was the first to show you the raid here locally, led by Homeland Security, heavily armored federal agents making their way into the home on Mapleton Drive, associated with rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs and his production company, Bad Boy Films. Dozens of agents searched the property for hours, leaving with boxes of evidence. A similar scene at the Miami Beach property listed in his name as well. The properties raided in connection to a sex trafficking investigation, although Department of Homeland Security officials haven't named Diddy as the focus. The 54-year-old has been at the center of several sexual assault and sex trafficking allegations in the last year. That's something Variety's executive music editor has been covering extensively. Listen.
Been rumors like this for years.
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. I had settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes. I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with people and stuff, and I was like a sex slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I called herpes. And I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But they did Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys, okay? And Christopher Leon's here was my attorney. They asked me to turn in that, which was the video recording, and I did so. They gave it back to me accidentally, and it's possible, I threw everything out, it's possible I can produce a copy. Mark Garagos used to be Michael Jackson's attorney.
Yeah, out in Los Angeles.
Yeah. He had he drugged Michael and they OD'd him, okay? He didn't overdose. They OD'd him because they keep the royalties of the music. Michael alone made $860 million alone last year. What happened is Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both Diddy and Ross and Khaled. They're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay.
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said that wrong.
No.
Hamas supporter. Okay. Basically, he's Arab, Palestinian. Okay. The Ciroc agenda, okay, is basically binge drinking poured out on a yacht. They promote binge drinking and drugs.
Gotcha.
The hip hop agenda was laid out by Obama during his last presidencies purposely. That's why they had Tupac killed, because when they kill him, you gain fame. When people, your record sales go up, and then people listen to your lyrics and everything, and then you become famous. Okay, that's how they do it, all right? Tupac's still alive. Yeah. He's in Cuba. Mm-hmm. Basically, what happened is the hip hop agenda is an agenda to move drugs all over the United States. They move. You need to involve the DEA. They move all the dope. Okay, all the dope on private jets, which don't get screened by customs, by the inside the United States. Okay, they move what's called high grade powdered MDMA. They move cocaine and they move liquid cocaine in the bottles too. Okay, so they put the liquid cocaine in the bottles and they move it. I've seen the liquid cocaine. I've drank it myself, having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time.
Want to take him back? What you gonna do? What you gonna do for him, Jay? I want to take him back a little bit. Well, shit, my nigga, you know this Rockefeller.
You gave me the Ushkash Kusmash. You gave me the Ushkash Muaf, the Shmushmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. I mean, you gave me the Ushkash Muash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the Ushkash Muash.
And
you know what I'm talking about, Diddy?
I don't know about the room. What rumors, right? Wait, they say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
what was
I ain't
it?
about to say on my.
You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy. You and Diddy what?
No.
They said he was.
Him and Diddy what?
I'm just saying.
I ain't never heard this one.
They said he was.
How you knew that?
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this one.
Yeah, I'm saying because that's nobody would ever say that one.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
So here goes Envy.
They said he said he was Diddy's boy toy.
Yeah, I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See?
I was in Jamaica with
Osiris in Jamaica with his alleged boo Diddy.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January.
That's one of the
He said gay and happy.
No. I'm just saying to you, look.
You always say Jackson. That's what. You get invited to Puff Party. That's the reason.
Listen. I'm gonna say that because of that what's the name interview?
No. Sorry.
The Drink Champs.
Yes.
What's going on, my brother?
Oh man. Yo, it's Groove here.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday. It's fabulous.
No,
You're the only nigga that got the name that I
this
want.
nigga here is.
Happy birthday to you.
He says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity.
Hey, Fab told me to flow your fifth. Hey, yo, Rastafari. Hey, yo, don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said let me pick it up.
Was talking
That's why I said let me pick it up from right there. This why I gotta pick it up from right there.
Look at this nigga.
Fab Big Groove. Go ahead.
No, Groove.
Killing him.
Look. I'm telling the story. Groove, we're intoxicated.
Listen.
Oh, Groove, you helping me build that beautiful, nice guy, Rastafari brand of yours, huh? I love this drink. I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
That nigga talking to Nori.
I'll be practicing. I got
there you go. Got your notes.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go with that one.
Make a
that
wish.
one.
Just blow it out.
That nigga, this is all the signs,
It's a birthday on Drink Champs.
Showing y'all all the signs
I'm in.
that he could go both ways.
He said something fabulous and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like we need to party.
Did you miss me though? For real, because it seems like a thing.
I miss
his
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
But I'm talking about for your birthday. Huh? Why won't you party with me?
That's
for your
another
birthday,
nigga
man?
that you missed.
You always respected me as a lyricist and as a writer. And that's what kept me up there from 2002 to 2009.
But did
With
you at
only-
least see any parties or been to his parties? The infamous Diddy parties that everybody talks
I've
about?
been to the parties, but like I said, I don't know. They select you. You're selected.
Be more descriptive.
I'm gonna be more selective. You have to fit a certain description. You have to fit a certain mannerism for you to be led down that hallway with the door.
Whoa.
Don't do that. I'm giving it to you real. You have to fit a certain description, a certain mannerism, a body type, a type of mannerism, a type of mentality for you to get led down that hallway with the doors.
Somebody said a pretty looking boy.
Wait a minute. Time out. What I want to ask you at that time, like, why? Why am I being excluded from this? That didn't like raise your antennas of that?
Me being young, and at that time, I just wanted to be famous, and I wanted to be a superstar off of rap music.
Yeah, but something you didn't want to be in no parties. Now, hold on. Something's behind that closed door, right?
Bro, but it wasn't out like it is now. It's not.
Yeah, but you want to know.
You can go on the internet
But
and
he's probably not looking at it.
it's not out like it is now. It was still taboo. Nobody was speaking on it.
Yeah.
You couldn't speak on it. You didn't have a network of people that could huddle up and talk about it. Yeah, that network of people outweighed yours by far.
Yeah,
you would get pushed into a little corner talking about who's this and who's that.
Yeah.
You would run into a brick wall because it would be those on the other side.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
Let me keep it a beam with you. The way they attack you is through photo shoots and video shoots. They send in the stylists. If you're getting your hair braided, one of those two guys might be not the way you think they should be. And if you're showing them the most love and yippity yappity with them, that's the battlefield. That's where they see, oh, he had a lot of rap for the guy over here.
Right.
He's one of them.
All right.
That's
what I'm talking about.
Oh, shit.
That's what I'm talking about. They can see who it is. Who's who.
Yes, I wear my pants off my ass. I wear jerseys. I smoke weed all day. I'm bringing bitches in and out the house. Nessa's not the candidate.
That's right.
Nessa's not the candidate for the bullshit.
You wasn't like that.
Nah,
so let me ask you this.
Let me ask you this. Who out the group of that, who y'all was with, was kind of,
I don't know. I was paying attention to the bitches.
That was happening recently was that with the whole cancellation of Diddy, Diddy got canceled.
Because of Cassie? She took it back though.
I know, but it's unclear. So but this was something I've been talking about for years because it's now a documented thing that I saw him at a party in Miami. I was at a party in Miami that I should not have been at, some real black excellence shit that I was not deserving to be at, but I went with DJ.
Yeah.
And I took ecstasy and I ended up wandering around. We're in some mansion on Star Island and I end up walking, I guess it was his mansion. And it's all just hot. It's all hot black people.
Yeah.
And then just one moron with an afro. And everyone's like,
right, when you had an afro.
They're like, whose man is this? But I came in and I basically saw him. I walked in a room I shouldn't have walked into and I saw him hooking up with a dude, basically full spooning situation. This guy, Felix the House Cat, who's a producer. Whatever. I then told the story on a podcast and then his people called me and were like, you need to say you were joking. Say you're a funny guy and you made it up for the views. And I was like, but I did not. I saw it. And he saw me when I came in.
Were you a little scared?
Yes. Because everyone in the room stopped because I opened the door and was like, is this the bathroom? And everyone was like, no, this is a room where celebrities, male celebrities hook up. It's some glitterati shit.
Yeah.
And then he basically had people call me and threaten me and tell me that if I didn't take it back and say I was joking.
And you still didn't take it back?
Refused, no.
Why?
And then I talked about it on Hot 97 and they wouldn't air it. Ebro, who does the morning show on Hot 97, so Hot 97 always kept me on a pre-record because they were like, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
They would never let me do a live interview. And I told the story. And then afterwards he was like, I'm not going to run this interview because Diddy's insane. And he blew up Kid Cudi's car and all the shit.
So I feel like you did that on purpose. You wanted to see what he'd do to you.
No, I wanted to get killed by Diddy. But now everyone just found out that he blows up people's. Kid Cudi finally told the story.
Oh,
I've been saying this for years. I've been like,
Kid Cudi is cute, right?
Okay, yeah. Like fuckable? Yeah.
No, like he seems like a good guy.
Yeah. He's the original, like sort of like he kind of invented like anxiety depressed rap.
Yeah.
Because no one like was doing that. And then he was like, I'm sad and like on like medication.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
And then like everyone was like,
Logic did it.
a lot of people like started being like, I'm sad and like I like, but he was the first one to be like, I'm on Wellbutrin.
Yeah.
But I've been talking about this shit for years, and now it's like out there.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it. You did.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even I don't want it to come close to the bed. At all. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world.
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid.
Moved to New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Remember, Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. You know, and a lot of more people know, didn't do you right when you was at that Diddy camp. Y'all put it together.
Damn, man, and you said that, I know you can't go into detail, but you said that it was a situation where Diddy sent him to the hospital?
What? Let Usher explain that to you. Let Usher mama explain that to you. And the hospital was in Scarsdale, New York.
But it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Uh-huh.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans. Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, they didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
what
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16,
what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this will be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, go get the front shot.
Man.
Minute.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down. You gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right, 16.
No, 16. Slow down. Let's slow down, Josh.
Okay.
Slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you know, when you get 16. You good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion. So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
Selling that boy a dream.
Wherever you want to go. Where are we
With
going?
that bullshit.
So check this out, yo.
That's what you
Justin,
doing
he's
over
in.
there,
You ever seen the movie 48 Hours?
This nigga here.
Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy. Him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives. Like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out some girls.
Man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Niggas act like they don't know what's going on.
Ava Baroni Combs. Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. Please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody. We want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids, and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So just clarify it, because it's crazy out here online. So I played with the kids, and I got permission from your mother, and to say all of that, just make it, because it's crazy out here.
Well, I met Jesse and Delilah when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then we basically are sisters, all four of us. So.
6
And
months
then
is crazy.
I always come over.
Yeah. And it's Ava Brioni Combs.
I was personally disturbed many years ago. Okay, I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern. Yeah. And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? He wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, Oh, like this is how it goes. Okay.
And then just last month, a former employee of Combs filed a suit also in the state of New York, accusing him of sexual assault, of sexual harassment, and, quote, grooming. That former employee stated that he had worked for Combs between 2022 and 2023. Among those allegations, this former employee, a male employee, said that Combs did not compensate him for his music production work and forced him to procure and interact with sex workers, threatened him with serving alcoholic beverages laced with drugs to guests at parties at Combs' home. And then Combs' son, Justin Combs, was also accused of soliciting prostitutes and underage girls at his father's homes. Again, the Combs have denied any wrongdoing, but just a series of allegations that we've seen taking place. Final point, Wolf, I'll note is that while we don't know the specific allegations or why the feds are at these residences, it is worth pointing out the agency that is conducting this law enforcement activity. It's not the FBI, it's not the DEA or the ATF. This is HSI, Homeland Security Investigations. For those unfamiliar, this is an agency that has long been the forefront, specifically at human trafficking investigations. So although we don't have the specifics yet, we're starting to we can glean just based on which agency has the lead, the direction this might go. But again, we don't yet know that Combs himself was the target of the investigation, Wolf. We do know that at this hour that federal agents were at two of his homes, both here in Los Angeles and in Florida, Wolf.
That's his. I think that's either LA or Miami home, one of the two. That when the feds went in there. Yup. They ramshacked that goddamn house.
Tonight, the first public statement from music mogul Sean Diddy Combs following raids on two of his homes as part of a possible sex trafficking investigation. CBS's Carter Evans reports on what authorities may have been looking for.
There was nothing subtle when federal agents conducted high-profile raids at two large properties in Los Angeles and Miami, owned by music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Raids that tonight his attorney calls a gross overuse of military-level force.
Why a simultaneous cross-country search?
Oh, I think they wanted this to be a bit of a surprise. It's a big raid, and what they were going in was to try to find all types of evidence.
There are two distinct images of Combs, the iconic performer and the one named in multiple lawsuits accusing him of everything from rape to sex trafficking. Last December, Combs posted a statement saying, "Did not do any of the awful things being alleged. The lawsuits so far have been in civil court. As for the latest searches,
if it involves sex trafficking or drugs or weapons or other illegal behavior, it can easily go from a civil investigation to what we see now, a criminal investigation."
TMZ published video, it says, was after the raids began. It showed Combs walking around Opa-locka Airport near Miami. A short time later, at the same airport, Miami-Dade police arrested Brendan Paul for drug possession. Paul was described in a previous lawsuit as Diddy's mule, someone used to get drugs and guns.
It has been outed today that Young Miami may have been transporting narcotics on Diddy's behalf. At least on one occasion, if not more. And it's also been outed that Young Miami could possibly also be one of Diddy's exotic sexual workers.
It's like a group of us. I can't remember.
I know you. That's where I know you from. I know.
Where? You remember now? Oh, okay. All right. Well, now we're here. Girl, that was not what I was trying to talk about.
I just had a conversation with somebody the other day. I said, I'm really, I'm more like with a W. Like, I'm on.
But define that, though.
Like, I'm on.
Carisha say I'm single.
I don't know who that is.
And Carisha is, of course, Young Miami from the City
Oh,
Girls.
okay.
And she says I'm single, but I'm really single. And mind you, she was in a situation with Diddy, and they're in a new type of relationship where you could say we're together, but we're single and we're doing this. But now she's like, I'm single.
She just a good hoe, as she supposed to be. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, if it's
She just a
for,
good hoe.
like, do you see some resemblance? Now, I don't want to say in yourself, but in like some other women who would be like, I'm going to go out here and get this bag because
No,
the bag is
keep
able to
in
get.
mind, I don't let my pussy out like that, out the cage.
There you go.
No. It's a certain type of woman that's gonna do a certain type of thing. Every woman gonna go for the coin, but it all still yet depends. That's a man that she know is rightfully bisexual, where his dick got shit on it. She's still sucking it with no problem. Literally. For 200 and what did he give her? 250?
Yeah, 250. Yeah,
That ain't
250K.
enough motherfucking money.
Wait, you said that's not enough?
That ain't enough money.
How
much? Are you out of your mind? Give me $2 million to be sucking and fucking on your gay ass. Girl, bye. He got this shit.
Now, Diddy's lawyer calls the law enforcement action an unprecedented ambush. He says his client is innocent, and he emphasized that Combs was never detained. In fact, he cooperated and even spoke with investigators.
Get her.
You such a sweetheart. Give me your address, bitch.
Get her.
Next thing you know, you dirty motherfucker, a motherfucker being there fucking you in your mouth, bitch, and then cutting your fucking throat, bitch.
Get her.
Activist Tiffany Red had been working with Cassie on an album when she first met Diddy and says that she witnessed him verbally abusing her friend. Following Cassie's settlement with Diddy, Red penned an open letter in Rolling Stone about her experience. She spoke to me about the events she says traumatized her.
I don't think people understand what it's like to be traumatized by somebody famous and rich, because
You can't get away from them.
Tiffany Red has written for the likes of Zendaya, Jason Derulo, and Jennifer Hudson. In 2015, she became friends with Cassie while writing songs for her album. At that point, Cassie and Diddy had been together for nearly 8 years. In a lawsuit Cassie filed last month, she detailed the abuse she says Diddy committed, including physical assault. Red says although she did not know about the alleged physical assault while working with Cassie, she did witness verbal abuse on more than one occasion.
Well, I'm gonna just say this, man. You know, he finna probably do either. They're gonna either give him 20 to 30 years to life, more than likely. He probably gonna never see the light of day. Oh, let me get with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over with for that brother. Should I say for that, you know, GBTL brother or whatever. And all these years, man, that we known of Puff from television and everything and the media and everything, we never would have thought this dude would be the type of monster that the media portray him to be, you know. But it is what it is. It's the truth. Because everybody is saying the same shit. Everybody has validated claims. You know what I'm saying? And it's out there. You know. Just imagine if we didn't have social media at the time. And just imagine this shit would have been still uncovered, period, point blank. Just like the mob. The mob can go so long with dealing with drugs and, you know what I'm saying, racketeering, doing all that, those type of things, money laundering, all those type of things, under the radar until they get caught up. Eventually, you're going to get caught up when it comes down to this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And here, that's what he finna be facing. So, my suggestion is to him is to, man, he better just plea out and try to get 20 to 30 years, or because he go to a jury trial, they gonna probably fry him. They probably gonna send him to life in prison. He probably ain't never getting out again. But that's some real shit. Literally. But MTV, Malone TV, not MTV, Malone TV News, man. We in the building, man. It's your boy Sim the Go 5, man. Back with another one, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep y'all updated on everything, you know what I mean? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be out of here like yesterday. Deuces.